Hello, this is Mr. Chris. Today I will show you how I implement the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. If you are not familiar with the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, then this video is for you. I believe that this strategy, the wheel strategy, is one of the best ways to generate retirement income. For the last 8 months of trading the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, I have experienced a 100% success rate in trading options. My average monthly earning is $17,000 a month of earned premium with the maximum risk exposure of $300,000. Here's the spreadsheet showing my total earnings to date. Today is Saturday, March 1, 2025. In 2024, my total earnings is $101,436. In January 2025, my total earning is $22,704, and last month, my total earned premium is $18,485. My total earning for trading the no-loss method of the wheel strategy in 8 months is $143,734, and this averaged out to be about $17,000 a month. Now, I mentioned my risk exposure to be $300,000. So how do I define my risk exposure? Well, it is the sum of the cash reserves I have for my cash covered put options and the cost of the shares of stocks that I used for the covered call options. Here is the spreadsheet that shows the positions I have as of March 1, 2025. This past 2 weeks, the stock market was down, resulting in most of my put options being assigned. So I was obligated to purchase stocks that I now use to generate earned premiums by selling covered call options. The total cost of the shares of stocks I own is $256,500, while the amount of cash reserves for the put options is $21,000. Therefore, my actual total risk exposure is $288,500. Which is below my allowed risk exposure of $300,000. Since my budget is $300,000, I can still sell more put options, and I'll sell additional put options this coming Monday, March 3, 2025. I also said that I have a success rate of 100% in trading the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. Now, what do I mean by 100% success rate? To understand what I mean by 100% success rate, you need to know the basic steps in implementing the wheel strategy. Now, here are the basic steps in implementing the wheel strategy. Start one cycle of the wheel strategy by selling one put options. Note that one option contract is for 100 shares of a specific stock or ETF. If the put option expires, it will expire worthless. You sell another put option. Keep selling put options until you get assigned. When a put option is assigned, you are required to buy the underlying stock at the option strike price. Let us say that this strike price is $10. You now own 100 shares of the stock that cost you $1,000. You start selling call options at a strike price of $10. And note that for the no-loss method, you need to sell call option at a strike price of $10 or more, meaning that at a strike price equal or higher than the assigned strike price of the put option. Now keep selling call options until you get assigned. If your call option is assigned, you now have completed one cycle of the wheel strategy. Again, what do I mean by 100% success rate? Well, it means that implementing the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, I completed a cycle of the wheel strategy without incurring any loss. Now that we have defined what I meant by risk exposure and 100% success rate, let me show you how I actually implement the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. So how do I actually implement the no-loss method of the wheel strategy? Let me illustrate. In this example, we will neglect or will not include any fees or commissions that the broker will charge that you have to pay when trading options. These fees are quite minimal. Also, we will not include any interest earned by your cash in a cash account used to cover put options. In addition, since I am trading inside my traditional IRA, I will not include any tax consequences. I also do not use margins. As a side note, In my opinion, the best account to trade the wheel strategy is in a Roth IRA. Unfortunately, I do not have any Roth IRA at this time. Okay, let's go. Let's say that you have 3 buckets. The first bucket is for your reserved cash for trading cash covered put. The second bucket is for your stocks. These company stocks are what you use to trade covered calls. The third bucket is for your earned premium. This is where you put all of the premiums you earned by trading cash covered put and covered call options. Assume that you want to have a risk exposure of $10,000. So what I call the risk exposure is the amount of money that you want to use for trading the wheel strategy. Now let's put this $10,000 inside the cash covered put bucket. At this time, you have 0 amount in the earned premium bucket and no stocks in the covered call bucket. Let's start the wheel. You start the wheel always by first selling a cash covered put options. Assume that you have a stock XYZ that you like to have, but you are willing to pay for it only if its price is $10 per share. The current price is above $10 per share. However, a put option is available for this stock at $10 per share with a premium of 25 cents per share with a week before expiration, let's say January 24, 2025. The first step is to trade a cash covered put on XYZ for 10 contracts. Note that each option contract is equivalent to 100 shares, therefore 10 contracts is for 1,000 shares. Let's start the wheel. You sell 10 contracts of XYZ with strike price of $10 per share at a premium of 25 cents per share expiring January 24, 2025. By trading this put option, you are now obligated to purchase 1,000 shares of XYZ at a price of $10 per share anytime before the expiration date. In exchange for taking this obligation, you will receive a premium of 25 cents per share. After this trade, you will have earned a premium of $250. You put this $250 in the earned premium bucket. Note that your $10K or $10,000 is still in the reserved cash bucket. Now we wait for the expiration date, January 24, 2025. At the close of market on January 24, 2025, if the price of XYZ is above $10 per share, the put option contract will expire worthless, and you are free of the obligation to buy 1,000 shares of XYZ and keep the $250 premium. However, if the price of XYZ is below $10 per share, you will be assigned and be obligated to buy 1,000 shares of XYZ stock at $10 per share. Now at closing of market on January 24, 2025, let's assume that the price of XYZ is still above $10 per share. In this scenario, the option contract expires worthless. You are now free of the obligation to purchase 1,000 shares of XYZ and you keep the premium. Free to again sell a cash covered put option. You now have $250 in the earned premium bucket. You still have $10,000 in the reserved cash bucket and no stocks in the covered call bucket. Come Monday, January 27, 2025, there's a put option for XYZ at a strike price of $10 per share for a premium of 25 cents per share expiring January 31, 2025. You make another trade to sell 10 put option contracts for XYZ at a strike price of $10 per share for a premium of 25 cents per share expiring January 31, 2025. Again, you will receive $250 of earned premium and you put this in the earned premium bucket. So now you have $500 in your earned premium bucket. You still have $10K in the reserved cash bucket and you are again obligated to purchase 1,000 shares of XYZ anytime before the expiration date of January 31, 2025. Again, you wait for the expiration date. At the close of market on January 31, 2025, the price of XYZ dropped below $10 per share. Uh-oh. Well, since you're obligated to buy 1,000 shares of XYZ at $10 per share, the put contract that you sold for XYZ will be assigned and you have to use the $10K or $10,000 in the reserved cash bucket to purchase 1,000 shares of XYZ. After purchasing the 1,000 shares of XYZ stocks, you put the stocks in the covered call bucket. You still keep the $250 premium. So now you have $500 in the earned premium bucket, no money in the reserved cash bucket, and 1,000 shares of XYZ stock in the covered call bucket. Now here's the rule to follow if you want to use the no-loss method of the wheel strategy. The no-loss method of the wheel strategy dictates, and this is key to not losing any money, that if you get assigned a cash covered put to purchase the stocks, that you use the stocks you acquired to sell covered call at the same or higher, again, same or higher price as the put option assigned strike price. For our example, you were assigned 10 contracts of cash covered put option for XYZ at $10 per share. You use your $10,000 to purchase 1,000 shares of XYZ at the price of $10 per share. Now you own 1,000 shares of XYZ stocks. Using the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, you turn it around and sell 10 contracts of covered call at a strike price of $10 or higher. Okay, let's get back to our example. You now have $500 in the earned premium bucket. Reserved cash bucket is empty. You have 1,000 shares of XYZ in the covered call bucket. Come Monday, February 3, 2025, a call option for XYZ at a strike price of $10 with a premium of 25 cents per share, expiration February 7, 2025 is available. Using the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, you sell 10 contracts of the call option at a strike price of $10 per share for a premium of 25 cents per share, expiring February 7, 2025. You earn $250 premium, and you put this $250 into the earned premium bucket. You are now obligated to sell 1,000 shares of XYZ at a price of $10 per share anytime before the expiration date of February 7, 2025. At market close of the expiration date, if the price of XYZ is below $10 per share, the covered call option will expire worthless and you are free of the obligation to sell your stocks. However, if the price of XYZ is above $10 per share, then you are obligated to sell your 1,000 shares of XYZ at $10 per share. Going back to our example, as market closed on February 7, 2025, let us assume that the price of XYZ goes sky high to $12.50 per share. Since the price of XYZ is above the strike price of $10 per share, you are obligated to sell your 1,000 shares of stock at a price of $10 per share, even though the price of the stock is at $12.50 per share. This is a bummer because you lost out on the increase of price of XYZ. This is one of the scenarios that illustrates the limitations or disadvantage of trading options. Anyway, you sell the 1,000 shares at $10 per share, receiving $10,000. You still keep the premium. So now you have $750 in the earned premium bucket, no stocks in the covered call bucket, and $10,000 in the reserved cash bucket. And you just completed one cycle of the wheel, and you are 100% have a 100% success rate in implementing that no-loss method of the wheel strategy. After this one cycle of the wheel, you still have your original investment of $10,000, but have earned $750. You still have your original investment of $10,000, since you did not lose any of your seed money after you completed the cycle. You just had a 100% success rate on this cycle. I have been repeating this process using several wheels, one wheel per stock, for the last 8 months to generate earned premium that I used for my retirement income. Now, before I end this video, I want to show you again the current positions I have. Note that the cost of shares I own is $267,500, but the net asset value of the stocks is $210,250. Normally, I don't care much about the net asset value of the stocks I own. The market starts going down, the lower the actual price of the shares of stock you own, the lower the amount of premiums. So you'll get in trading in trading call options. We'll talk about this more when we discuss the risk of trading the wheel strategy. That's it. If you like this video or any video on my channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any question about the no-loss method of the wheel strategy, or about my perspective in investing in high-yield funds like yieldmax, please write a comment and I will answer them the best I can. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.